Steve as the big brother, I think I might have been catching myself around the bad side of friends, stuff like that, wrong group, not doing my homework as much.
One of the things I think you provide as a big is direction and consistency. And when someone is without a father or mother influence in their life, I think it's extremely important as you're growing up and in your formative years to have someone that can at least point you in the right directions for any of the situations you run into.
I've influenced Devin, I think, in many different ways. She's also influenced me as well. I would say mostly through school and her schoolwork. I've been very supportive and made sure she stays on track.
Danielle has been there through a lot of the rocky times and non-rocky times, like the good times, like me getting my permit and us actually driving. That was the funniest thing ever. We started driving in a parking lot because she would not let me drive on the road. She was like, no, I want to live. So we would start in the parking lot, and then as I got better, we would drive around, and now I literally drive everywhere. You wanted me to go right, didn't you? Did you check for cars? Oh, God! Let's not use this one. I'll go back. Give me a second.
I decided to be a big because I had had several mentors in my life, one of which was my father, who was also a big brother. And I also was involved in a lot of group volunteer activities. I was a coach for several years, was involved in character counts, and I wanted to have a more individual focus. And Big Brothers has brought that to me.
The experience of being a big has broadened my world. It's given me more of a balance with my life and Devin's life, making sure that we do get together and stay focused and kind of on the schedule, and even if we get off of our routine, just to make sure we go back to it.
When I first met Steve, we were sitting in my living room, and my mom had introduced me about what was going on. We sat down in the living room, we were just going over questions, and we were asking me what I wanted to be, and I was little at the time, I think like 7, 6. Let's talk about how I wanted to be a pirate or something like that. It's like one of the first things I remember from being with Steve. We had taken a picture on the couch in my living room, and I still have that picture actually.
When I first met Danielle, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, because I wanted to like impress her. I wanted to be like, oh, look at me. Like, oh, I was 12 years old, so I was like, oh, I want to like be like, oh my gosh. So when I first met her, we went to Chili's, and I told her like I could paint my nails, but I really couldn't, just to like be like, I'm awesome.
Devin, she lost her mom 6 months into our relationship. Sorry.
Before my mom passed away, me and Danielle were together for 6 months, and then my mom passed away 6 months, like while we were like together. And then, so we've been together ever since.
She has had good days and bad days. I've just always tried to be supportive and let her know that I am here, and she's willing to talk to me whenever she wants.
Danielle's been there through everything for me, from like boys, dresses, clothing, the new like trends, everything.
There were times Caleb could have veered in another direction. He certainly was all boy growing up, so he did some fun stuff, well, fun. And not so fun, but he's since done great with his decision making, and I'm just so proud of what he's doing and the direction he's going in.
If there's a problem in my life, I'd tell him about it. There's something going good, I guess I'd share it with them. One of the things, like main things he's ever done is like, because like I would have homework that I had trouble with, and I'd have no one to really like help me do it and stuff like that. And I'd bring it with them and we'd like sit down and get something to eat, do it real fast. Like that's like one tiny example of things he's helped me with. Just like kind of everyday problems, I guess.
As any parent or mentor position would be in, it's a teaching moment. You can never be a pure father to a little, but you can have the same influence as a father has on a child.
It's been fun. It's been really fun. I enjoy it. It's been challenging, but overall we enjoy having time spending time together.
What is so good about being a big brother is that you have such a direct impact on one individual. You can't go into this experience and come out of it not changed.
My life is fulfilled, but it would be missing just her being a part of our family.
I just couldn't be prouder of how Caleb is and all the things he's accomplished and the direction he's going in.
Devin means the world to me because we have been together for 4 years, and throughout those 4 years we have gone through many different life-changing experiences together. She was at my wedding celebration. I was a part of her life as she graduated 8th grade and went into high school. Just through that, she's meant the world to me. And she is basically a family member.
It's kind of like saying, why do you love this person? She just means the world to me because she's there for me for everything. Like any little thing that I have trouble with, questions with, everything. When we stop being in the Big Brother Sister program, we're still gonna see each other. I don't think we'll ever stop. She's gonna be at my wedding. I'm gonna see it.
Steve means the world to me because he just helped me out through all the little problems I've ever had. He led me on a good path. He's a good influence on me. He's helped me out through struggles, and he's just a good guy to be around, happy. I see me and Steve finishing up Big Brothers, seeing throughout the rest of my life. It's kind of become more of a friend than like a Big Brothers kind of thing.
We both, I think, mean an awful lot to each other. There's nothing we can't talk about. I don't think there's anything he wouldn't talk about to me. He shared with me some of his most private things. I love Caleb as you would, in some ways, your own children.